All
No,
right. So
deny.
what's that?
Deny.
If we have to like hit accept, and so
Yeah,
it's
we gotta
like,
hit got
no,
it.
I refuse. I am not going to be recorded.
Screw you, Scott.
All right. So as the case may stand, you guys are in Hommlet, and you've been collecting yourselves and equipment to head back to the actual temple itself, which you have not seen to this point, but you are looking to do so. During the course of the time that you're collecting this, which takes about a day, Darn, your burn wound finally goes away.
Outstanding.
So now you no longer have a burn wound. But also during this time, Bitsy is in a long discussion with her brother Bink, the two gnomes, talking about having to take the information that you have gleaned about the temple perhaps being reoccupied in some standpoint, and also the appearance of the Durgar monks of the Fetid Wind. And that needs to be taken back to the Greenway Valley. So she volunteers to take that news back to them as the rest of you go on basically a recon mission of the temple to see what exactly you can find out concerning it. So that's where we are. You've picked up your equipment. During the course of that day, too, that you're there, Siren, it actually provides Mia with two leather ties that have giant raven feathers on them. You can actually wear those in your hair if you choose to.
Oh, neat.
But he's fashioned those through his hobby skill. So and he had collected those raven feathers back during our last encounter. So she looks very I don't know, Native American, I guess, in that the way you would have those in your hair. Not that she is Native American, but you understand my meaning.
Yeah. Well, thank you, no elf. As he sticks his nose up and walks off.
Yeah, he just looks down his nose at least it gave him something to do with his hobby skill. So nevertheless, you are going to move off. The morning that you choose to move, you can see thunderheads always are brewing in the east again. And you definitely get a sensation, especially you, Darn, that whatever is going on with this weather isn't wholly natural. This is an awful lot of rain and darkness kind of holding over this area for the most part. Anybody that you ask in the town about it tells you that it's not usual, and not this time of year. Obviously they get storms, but nothing that just persists like this. And the flooding is really threatening a lot of their crops and some of their town too, because a lot of the creeks that flow around Hommlet are overflowing. And of course they have had some more action with the giant frogs, but those have been taken care of by local militia. So nevertheless, that is something that you know, in that the kind of effects of this weather do seem to be coming out of the region where the temple is, which would make sense, I suppose, if it has powers over the elements. But nevertheless, that's where you guys are at. You can choose what to do from here. So just let me know.
Well, for set, probably ought to start traveling that way.
All right.
Pick the actual road.
So you're going to take the high road this time, which is actually the southern road that breaks apart, and it goes again past the moat house, but then cuts north after going past the moat house. So you've already made the moat house trail before, so you will continue to take it. You know it at this point, so it doesn't take any trackings or map work like that to get in that area. And you figure you'll probably make it to the temple area, you would hope, by a little after probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon. If you set out early, it's only a few hours, but again, rain, flooding, and that stuff will probably cross your course at some point, because the low road is very ill maintained. So a lot of washouts and stuff like that. You draw your cloaks up around your shoulders, put up your hoods, and begin that trek. Yeah, Darn, I assume you're leading Ironside with you. You're taking the mule.
Yes, most definitely.
All right. It will have probably most of your rations and stuff like that, just the heavier equipment. But it plods along by your company as you move down the high road. Eventually, after about 2.5 hours, you do see the moat house there. You can see that the moat itself around the moat house has flooded out into the lands around it. And it's no longer really accessible without going into water to even get to it at this point. But luckily, you don't have to. But you do not notice anything here that would give you an indication of occupation. Even in the dark of the afternoon with the heavy clouds and the rain that's starting to pitter pat along your hoods and cloaks, there's really no light or anything that you can see there. So I assume you pass it by and continue on.
No.
And we didn't think that there was any kind of secret passage down here that would lead us towards the temple.
No, there was only the secret passage that kind of led out of the the dungeon that you guys were in, where you found Lareth the Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So, and even in that case, you're wondering, with this much flooding, would that even have, half flooded in?
Yeah.
Hard to say. But no, there was nothing that would take you to a temple, the temple from here that that would be a long trek, hours and hours underground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, the moat house, because the moat house is just a bastion, basically little side fort for what would have been the army of the temple at one point, but it's not close. And Siren says, I'm happy we'll not be going back there. And then moves on along the path. Locke, your feet are heavily mud bound
Oh
and
boy.
splotched. Your halfling feet in this cold mud.
Maybe I'm wearing boots.
Oh, no, I haven't heard anything about boots, but okay. Nevertheless, you're trudging through. You're really the first person in line here as you move along, unless for some reason you move Siren up, who's normally in the back, because he has the ranger to break trail here. But it's up to you guys how you want to effectively do that.
Doesn't really matter. I do actually have thick boots listed.
you put them on. Cover those halfling feet of yours. All right. In the cold muck. So do you want Siren to go up front, or do you want to just stay in the order that you're in?
Well,
yeah.
since we don't know where we're going, yeah, he probably should go up front.
Might be better off.
All right. He moves up and can make a survival check there. Checking the trails. He does so and moves along for some time. Does anyone else have survival?
I don't think
In
so.
the group? I don't think anybody does, but I just want to make sure. No Bink, no nothing like that.
Nope.
All right. He finally holds up after several hours. You can see he checks the trails, checks the flooding and stuff like that, and then you can see thunder or lightning actually rolling in from off to your left. And finally he moves back along the trail that he has gone, saying that the flooding is definitely impacting your trail here, and tries to find a way. So you're going to have some delays and be arriving later than you would have hoped to get to the temple. But eventually, as light is fading and the thunder clouds are starting to dump a heavier rain upon you, you do begin to see signs of old occupation, I should say here, and some stonework along what you would consider really desolate land. Everyone is kind of trying to keep an eye out, though. You all have your awarenesses, and eventually, as you move, you can spot what looks to be light coming from some type of dark shadowed rune further into the north as the rain kind of peppers you in the face.
Did you say a room or a rune?
A ruin, R-U-I-N.
A ruin. Okay. Well, it bears investigating.
We have to be getting close, says Siren. Even if I was delayed a few hours to the south, I think that this would be the locale we're looking for. And as he says so, lightning strikes across the sky, and it does illuminate enough for you to see a tower in the distance. And there you are certain that you see a little bit of light, maybe coming out of an arrow slit or something like that.
Do we see any other way to approach it?
I mean, there obviously it's a tower, so you can come from any direction if you wanted to skirt around it. But I mean, it's you would say that there's some kind of ruined wall that did once connect to it. But from the direction that you're coming in, those walls have crumbled, which you could bypass them and try to get around on the opposite side of the tower if you wanted to. It's hard to tell at your distance currently where the entrance to the tower is. But from the lightning flash, you do note that it was probably 3 or 4 stories high. It is no longer that. Most of that is collapsed.
Yeah,
like
because
the walls around it.
Yeah, I just don't know. I like the idea of approaching the tower where we can see a light. That means the light can see us coming.
I agree.
You're standing by a twisted tree in the yellowed grass, kind of talking about it. And what do you wish to do? Send a scout party? Do you want? I mean, I don't know exactly what you want.
Because it's about 4 PM now.
What do you want, gnome? So I mean, you're talking now. It's probably like 7, and darkness is definitely falling here.
Do we expect to find humans or humanoids in here?
Humanoids, probably.
Who knows? To this point, we've encountered only human bandits.
Yeah, but that was many hours south.
True. But none of us have laid eyes on the temple, nor would I say this is the temple, but we must be close.
Is there any way of looking at tracks, or is it too wet?
Way too wet, and the rain is just coming down in sheets. You can see that you stand there for a few moments, and eventually Siren's eyes catch what he considers more large birds, probably more ravens, flittering around the top of the tower. Jumping around when the lightning strikes.
I think we need to get in.
Yeah, probably just head that way.
Into something.
Out of the rain, clear room, rest up, and then
I would say just head in cautiously.
That sounds well to me.
All right. Well, I assume you produce your weapons as need be, and you move closer to the tower, ever coming closer to it. And as you do so, you can see that the light that you saw is doused, and the tower goes dark.
Well, they know that we're here.
So it would seem.
Oh well, they were going to find out eventually, anyways.
Says the bright outlook of the halfling. Oh, well, didn't know anyway.
No one probably gave us away.
From the side that you're looking at, you can see no entry here. So it must be you'd have to move through the walls, the crumbled walls, to get to the other side, which would be the interior. You would soon be the interior of what would have been a large walled structure.
But just be careful to be more mindful and protective of the voice of the All-Father this time around, so that I do not end up face down in the mud like last time.
I didn't know that All-Father needed someone to come to his defense so readily.
Yes. Well, it is the voice of the All-Father that keeps the heart filled with the courage to strive on. If my voice is silenced, then we'll see how far you get along.
The Siren looks down his nose at you, and a drop of water comes off of his nose. And then
Besides, I was not talking to you anyway, Elf. I was talking to those who actually have a weapon that they can use. The mighty Mirror, even the valiant of ill-born Urk. Gronk.
Rock.
What has Grok got out currently? His two-hander or his mace?
He probably has his two-hander out right now.
Because he's out in the open.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I assume then that means you're moving on, right? Who's calling here at this particular point?
I think we're all just we're all sort of just slowly milling around trying to avoid going into the tower.
So you move off toward the wall. As you do so, you can see another 6 large shapes descend from the tower on your position, flying down and letting out screeches as they do so.
Ravens.
So we'll get a nits from everyone here. More ravens. Locke, what do you got?
Locke got an 8 + 3, 11.
Grok
got a 5 + 1, 6.
Mia
5.
Bink
7.
10.
7.
I'm sorry. 7.
7.
Yeah, 7.
7.
5 + 2.
Darn.
9. Can I go in a earlier initiative, or later, I should say?
Sure, you can delay if you'd like to.
All right.
And Siren gets a 9. And the birds or the ravens get 7s. All right, so first person to go then would be Locke. As the birds come flying around, they haven't chosen targets yet at this particular point, and they are airborne. So
yeah, he probably can't hit any of them. So can I make a stealth roll to try and hide from them?
Yeah, you can try to get into some of the stonework of the wall if you like to.
Okay, need a 9 or less. And I got a 9 exactly.
Okay. You crumble around, grab a hold of a stone. It falters. Water pours down on you from above, soaking you thoroughly, and you cough a bit. But you think you do get into a bit of a crevasse where they can't get to you, thankfully. Next person to go would be Darn, but he's not. He's holding, right?
Yeah, I'm going to hold off.
So Siren, he's going to fire an arrow into one of them. And he gets a 10, so he fires it into the night sky and misses. Next, so Darn is delayed. Then it goes to, we'll go Bink, and then to get one of them, Bink, you have to make a successful acrobatics, like run up the wall and do a flying kick off of.
Okay.
Parkour.
Hardcore parkour. Just did it with a 7. That's what I got.
Okay. I'm gonna say because of the rain, I'm gonna give that a -1. So you can see he hits the wall crumbles as well. Oh,
based on my roll, I should have made it, but the terrain wasn't what I expected.
The terrain was not right. Yes, you made it, but the
it was
terrain,
slick. You slipped
on the wet rock.
Just like Mark when he grabbed a hold of the rocks, and you come tumbling down, but do not take damage, but roll up quite irritated by the whole affair. And then they descend, coming down into your midst. We'll see who they're going for. And ooh, sweet. There's 6 of us today, so I can actually use the D6. All right. First one wants Grok. Second one wants that's a Siren. And Darn. You can see one swoops low to Mia, but then pulls up and flies off. The next one comes. Next one goes after Siren.
Oh, the raven feathers.
Yep. They're not going to attack.
Another one goes after Mia, and you can see it veers off too. So two of them are not engaged. They kind of veer off and are going to choose new targets next round, but the others are engaged. So we got one on Grok. A 1. That's a good way for the enemy to start, right?
Yeah.
And a 1.
Oh,
Let's start off with an instant death. Instant death.
Oh.
7. Plus 2d10.
7 ain't good.
Jesus.
See what the
I'll
damage
give you
is.
the 3d10 only does 14 points though, but hey, I'll take it.
Okay.
Flashes across your shoulder. Then there are 2 on Siren, so they both go after him. They don't get, but they do get a 2 and a 3. The 2 does hit.
Damn.
Actually, the 3 hits as well because they've got a 6 and he's only got a 3. So 2 hits on. And I gotta make sure. The other clause. All right. So they did 9 and 11. I think that's 2 wounds. God dang it. All right, yeah. So they're all over Siren. You can see he comes away bleeding as they scratch and peck at him. He's got 2 wounds. Shouldn't have been bad mouthing Moradin, I guess.
Aye.
The last one's on.
But let me not speak too soon before this foul bird strikes at me.
And he got a 3, so he beat it by 3. Do you have a 4 or a 3 on your DT?
My DT is a 2.
Oh, then he hit you. Slash. And he does 9 points.
My wound threshold is an 8. I'll take that wound.
You take a wound, and as I'm making the assumption that you delayed to cast.
Yes.
So take off a CCV. As he disrupts whatever spell you were looking to cast, probably heal, but it didn't work. And that is all of them. So then it goes to Mia. You're not engaged, but there are 2 on Siren, 1 on Grok, and 1 on Darn that you could get to and take a slice at if you wanted to.
I'm gonna help Siren out.
All right.
What is Bane Silver? Is it just a +1 sword?
It's +1 for just normal things. So it's +1 to for skill and +1 to damage. So it is an extra. So it's 2d10 plus 1.
Lycanthropes, you may do more.
Yeah, lycanthropes. Lycanthropes do not want to get hit by Bane Silver. No, Bane Silver. No, yours is bitter. You got Bane Silver. I've got bitter.
I've got Bane Silver, yeah.
Either one they don't want to get hit by. I promise you.
Roll a 5, so that should hit him.
It does. Slash at 1.
Or 9, 12 points.
And that is that a wound or a kill? They have 5. That kills it. 2 wounds. Nice hit. And then the Grok. There is 1 on you.
Gonna swing his big 2-handed sword at it.
Okay.
And he got a 2, which should hit.
It does.
So you got a 9. And I do 3d10. So 9, 5, 14, and 4 more is 18 plus 3, 21 points.
Dropped it. Good hit.
Whoa.
Then it is back to Locke.
Was he successful hiding or no?
You were successfully hid.
Okay, I'm just wet. That's what you're saying.
Right. You dumped a bunch of water.
You were just being a bastard to me, was what?
Yeah, I was just being a bastard because you got a 9, so you barely made it. So you got wet. Yeah, but you made it.
Jaw. He is going to attack one of the ones on Siren.
Okay, there's 1 left. So you come out of the shadows and take a slash with your dagger.
What's his CV or DT?
They have a 1.
So I need a 7 or less. And I got a 9, so I missed.
All right.
That would have been a crit.
Trying to wipe the water out of your eyes. You can't see. The next person to go.
I can't see.
I can't see.
I can't see.
Siren, he's going to do He's still got one on him, so he's going to quick draw Bane Silver. I'm sorry, Bitter Moon, and take a shot at it. And he does so. Slashes it. And does 13, so that kills it. Kills the other one on him. And then it is Darn. Do you want to go at 9, or are you going to delay again?
I still have the one on me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to try to hit it.
Your staff?
Yep. Nope. I rolled a 7.
All right.
6 is my number.
Swings at it, but can't get it away from him. Then it is Bink. There's one on Darn left. There's 2 still flying around. So you could.
I'll go jump on the
one
one on
flying
Darn.
around. You need an acrobatics -1 to
So
get to
I'll,
one
I'll
on Darn.
take the one on
Darn.
Master Dwarf.
Okay.
7 should do it.
Yep.
This +4. 8 points.
That is a wound, but it's still up. Okay, and then it is theirs. So these 2 try to find somebody other Siren. why they like him? So I'm getting rid of this die. I'm telling you right now. Siren, yeah.
I'm right next to Siren. So.
What's that?
I'm right next to Siren, so I don't know if they'll attack him or not.
They're still going after him. Yeah, they're not paying attention to you. So they both do go at him. And get a 7 and a 7. So maybe your presence did something. I don't know, but they didn't hit him that time. The one on Master Dwarf, 4. So you got a DT of 2, that hits. And they did 11 points max damage.
Man.
Oh, it's on his back, pecking at his neck. Get it off. And then it is Mia. We're 2 on Siren again, so we're right next to you.
Yep.
You 2 will have to go back to back, swinging those brother blades.
So if they've got a 1DT, I got them.
Yep, just 1.
Okay. Yeah, that 21 points of damage.
yeah, cut its head off. Grok, you're out because you use a great sword.
Yep.
So it goes back to Locke.
Who's going
Still
to
got
attack one of the ones on.
There's a wounded one on Darn, or there's a regular one on Siren.
He's going after the regular one on Siren.
Okay.
And he got a 3, which will hit this time. But he only does 4 points, so not enough.
That's not enough. Slashed it, but some feathers fly, but nothing else. Siren, he takes the shot on the one left on him. 4 hits it. And does 10 and 9. Yeah, it's gone. 21, exact same amount that Mia did, as a matter of fact. So then it goes to Darn. There's one, it's wounded on you, but it's still attacking your neck.
All right, I'm going after it again.
Oh, get off.
4. That would hit. My 6 is my skill.
That hits. Make your roll. It's the bang.
13.
Killed it. You crushed its skull. As you do so, see. Three arrows fire out of the tower, you would assume. One of them actually hitting, it hits Siren for 7 points, which does not, they need 8 to hurt him. Hits into his armor, spins him around. 2 more arrows whiz past, one past Locke and one past Bink through the rain.
Yeah, the tower. Let's get in.
All right, you move at speed then, I assume. You have one action as you're moving, and if Darn does want to cast, he can, or somebody can take a potion if you need to. I just know, and I could actually cast myself if I want to. I'm going to use 2 CCV and try a medium heal on myself. Siren is going to try to heal himself, and he gets a 6, so I missed. There's 2 CCV going. Yay!
We can cast and still move into cover.
Yeah, you're moving toward the front door. Yeah, is where you're actually going.
All right, I'll cast a light heal and restore the wound on myself.
Okay.
This will be my free one for the day. 9, I make it.
Oh, that's nice. It's nice to have a 9, isn't it? Yeah, actually, I missed it by 2 because I've got 2 wounds, so I'm at -1. Anyway, okay, so he tries a natural healing as you guys move up. It does not get it, but Darn does heal himself. Grok, you took a wound there too, didn't you? So you got 1?
But I'm all right.
All right, I'm just trying to keep tabs in my head. And you guys move up to the door. You can see it is a wooden door that goes into the frame of a circular tower. You can see as you're up this close on it, you can see that all the levels above it look to have been completely collapsed in. You do hear some cawing up in there, so you probably figure that there's some more of these ravens up in there, but currently to this point you're standing at a door.
Let's check the door.
You're checking it.
Mm-hmm.
Lock. Okay, make an awareness check, Lock.
Well, would it be that or criminal?
Criminal, because you're looking for it. I mean, it's awareness actually to find it. Criminal would be disarm it. So you need an awareness.
Okay. Either one's a 9, so 4.
You can see that you take a look at the door. You don't see any traps or anything on it.
And I shall push it open with all my halfling strength.
Actually, it's a it does go in. I believe so. All right. Just want to make sure I got this.
It's not like the Far Side where the kid's pushing on the door for the gifted.
So
right.
Pull the school for the gifted. Yeah.
His face is just.
Okay, you guys see that?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So that little thing there's the door?
Yeah, the little thing right there is the door. So you open it up. You can see each of these represents basically 5 feet. You can see that to the north of you, there is kind of a makeshift stone wall that doesn't look like it has been there forever, but it's been put into place. And you can see here, they're across this 10-foot area holding it.
How high is the stone wall? Does it go all the way to the ceiling, or is it?
It does go all the way to the ceiling.
Okay.
And you can see that there are 3 men here in armor with spears holding this area. You can see behind them are more men with spears looking to take their place if need be. And then as you open it up and saw that, just for that moment, you can see that there were other things in light behind them, other men but it was hard to tell. And then the light there is a light at the door, torches here, but behind it, whatever that light is gets snuffed, as if it's a lantern or something gets put out, creating darkness behind the line of men. And it will be in a knit if anybody's trying to move
just
into
shuts
it.
the door.
The halfling already kicked it in. He's standing there exposed. And
crap.
we'll go and do a knit. Lock
got a 5 + 3, 8.
Okay. Grok
got a 7 + 1, 8.
Okay. Mia
11.
say 11.
Yes.
Okay. Bink, you're behind these guys, so they're the initial line that can move in and engage, but you can still get your knit.
Okay. 6. I'm rolling like crap.
6. Okay. Darn.
7.
And last but not least, outside is Siren, who gets a 9. That's what you got last. All right. On the interior, these guys get 6s. These are the footmen. All right. So The first person that can get in and attack if she wishes to would be Mia. Are you going in and assaulting this line?
They're holding the doorway.
Yeah, they're doing what you guys like to do.
And it's super dark, right?
Yeah, you can't see behind them. Behind them, it's super dark. You can see where you are. This entire front area is illuminated.
Yeah, I'll attack the first one.
She screams and goes in. Bane silver shining. It's a magical light. And attacks, tries to get past one of the spears.
With a 2. That'll hit. 4, 7, and 8, 15 plus 3, 18 points.
You can see you cut one of the spearmen down. He screeches and falls over. But next person to go is Locke.
Locke is going to.
You can fall back, or let's.
Yeah, he'll fall back and let Bink up.
Okay. And Bink's got a really high movement, so he can get in there on his action if he wants to, but he goes at 6. So Bink, because you have to move up, I'm going to take you as after them for this round, but you're good. Grok, you can move up and take a shot at one of these guys.
He will.
Great sword.
And you got a 1
Schwack.
and a 5, so no. But I do 4. 9 is 13, and 2 more is 15 plus 3, 18 points.
He done. You just cut him in half. Blood sprays up all over one of his friends. You can see as those 2 die, obviously
Rock.
2 more fall right into their place with spears to take the actions against you, but you did fell 2 of them. And then you can hear from back behind the area, you hear someone say fire. And you can see, you hear the clank, distinctive clank of crossbows. So this will eliminate 2 points of DT from all the people at the front because they're piercing. So the first one is going against Grok. So your DT is now, I assume it's 2 because you're normally 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 8, no critical. But you do get hit for 14 points. As a crossbow bolt goes into you.
That's another wound. Puts me
Mia,
wounds.
a 5, but they only have the crossbow have a 6, so that's still, that misses you by 1, right? 0.
Yep.
And Bink, 9, and the last one is going after a random person. 3, Bink, hit. But only does 7 points. Might not even hurt you.
Nope.
You do the what do you like? Knock it out of the way. the knock arrows, yeah, the block arrow. So then it goes to Binks. You have 3 guys in front of you. Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually the spearmen get to go too, 1 on each of you. So the one on Grok, but they don't get the bonus. Misses. The one on Mia misses. The one on Bink misses. 2 3s, and I still couldn't hit. Needed 2s. All right. So now it is yours, Bink.
Okay. I'll attack one of the spearmen.
Okay.
Try flying up into his face.
Run up his chest and kick him right in the mouth.
Do they have DT?
What'd you get?
Do they have any DT?
No, they don't.
Then I hit. 11 points.
Whack. You crushed his skull, cracked his chin. He falls back, and a guy takes his place. They're screaming about stuff. They're killing us. The next person to go. That's after you. So darn, if you want to take any actions, you can spell-wise, or you can just stay back where you are.
Gronk is down 2 wounds.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, let's try a medium heal on him.
Yay.
Though you are foul born, you may still eat at the All-Father's table. 9. Yes. 2 points back.
All right. And I think Siren's going to use his last 2 CCV and try to get rid of his 2 wounds. We'll see if he can get it, or he's just beat. 4, he did it. So he gets back his 2, and he's out of CCV. But he is unwounded. So he stays back in the rain and does that. As he does so, both Locke Darn and Siren all get an awareness check.
1.
A 2.
And Locke gets a 2.
Okay, so you all see outside 4 more of the ravens moving down against you. And they will be here next round on initiative 4. So just so you know. But they are out.
Can we press inside?
Yeah, you can if you want to move inside. It might make you subject to crossbow bolts, but you assume that crossbows are hard to reload, so they're not going to get an attack this round, but up to you. So Darn, you have to tell me, do you want to move in or are you going to stay out and fight the birds?
I'm moving in. Screw fighting.
Yeah, moving in.
All right. Well, Siren will stay out and fight the birds. Okay. Shing! He's got his sword out. Come on!
He's insane.
For Celine! He calls to the birds. All right. I'll have more feathers for me in the morning.
You're a loony.
And then so we'll go. So I need a hit from him. No, that's another 9. Go for it. Okay, he's unstoppable on the 9s today. So we'll take top of the order then. Mia.
She'll attack another one.
Okay.
With a 6, so got him.
Okay.
9 and 3, 12 points.
Killed him. Drop another one. You're lining up bodies like cordwood at your feet. Next person to go is Grok. You're out.
Yep.
This round. So then it goes to Bink. Now that you're inside, I'll give you your attack before them because you're faster than them normally. So
okay. Missed with a 10.
All right. He's able to ward you away with his spear, and then it is theirs. The crossbow, reload, you hear from the inside. And here, clank, 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 they're getting their crossbows back together. But the 3 spearmen do go. They'll go for first one on Grok. Nope. Mia. Nope. Bink. Nope. You're able to keep them away. Clank, clank, clank. As they hold the area. You can see moving up behind them are men with swords. Don't let the line fold. You can see they've got heavier armor too. And then it is I'll take Siren outside. He'll slice at one of these birds. Hit one. And 9 points. That's 1 wound. Sucks. And then Darn.
Does anyone have a wound?
All right. I don't think so.
I don't think so at this moment.
No.
Then I shall move up closer behind. I would imagine Gronk is the largest in hopes that he can shield me from crossbow fire.
Okay.
And I will cast a defensive threshold, a wound threshold buff on Gronk.
Okay. Is that a light?
Yes. 1 point,
Okay.
a light. 1.2 is wound threshold.
Okay. Did you successfully do so?
Yes, I rolled a 1.
Okay. Well, that's free then.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh.
Doesn't cost you anything.
Nice.
All right. So outside, the 4 ravens attack Siren, so they get a gang up bonus. So now they need to hit him. They only need 4s or better. 10, 10, 7, 4. One hit him. Oops. For 3 points. So doesn't get through his armor as he's swinging wildly at him as they're cawing around. And spearmen, because the crossbow goes around. So Grok.
Oh, you already rolled for the spearman.
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh, I did. Okay, I got him. All right. So then it's top of the order. So it goes back to Mia.
And you said the line is refilled.
Yes. They always keep it full.
1. Nope. With a 9. But another 12 points though.
Okay. Killed him. And Grok.
Gets an
You
attack.
go this round.
And gets a 4, which will hit.
Splash.
It does 9, 8, so that's 17, and 7 more, 24, 27 points.
It got him in twain too. Down he goes. Ah, lets out his scream. Locke, are you doing anything on the inside?
I am going to try and sneak close to the door to try and attack the birds without them knowing.
So you're going to make okay, so you go to the door,
Stealth,
hiding in the shadows to run out if you need to
yeah,
attack.
and I got a 2, so.
Okay, you slide into the shadows there, away from the main light of the chamber. And then it is Binks.
Okay. Hit with a 7. Maximum damage, 14 points.
Killed him. You can see 2 of the guys come in with swords and 1 spearman is left. But the 2 guys with swords move in as well against your number, holding that line. And you hear fire. You hear the bows, the crossbows go off again. This is what happens when you let Gary Gygax set up an ambush for you. Thanks, Gary. We appreciate it. He's got it exactly set up. This is how you do it. This is how you kill those characters. All right. So, well, 2 against Grok because he's the tallest one. 1 hit.
Okay.
And does 13 points.
That's 1 wound.
1 against Mia. Hey, hit 3. I hit her for 12. 13, I'm sorry.
1 wound.
And 1 against Bink. 7. Knocks it. I died. Knocks it out. He keeps doing the arrow move. But the spearman is going to be on Grok. Misses him. There's a swordman on Bink and a swordman on Mia. Swordman on Bink. Hit. Runs his scimitar into you. Take this, gnome. Ooh, 18 points.
Yeah. That's a wound.
Double 9. And the one on Mia. 2. Flashes her, driving her back a step. But only does 5 points. 4 to 1.
Nothing.
So her armor is able to absorb most of that. And then it is Siren outside. Oops. Swings and hits the wounded one. And yeah, now I do 21 points. Killed it. And darn. You're hiding behind
heal up Bink. Light heal on Bink. Stand tall, brother. We'll make a dwarf of you yet. 5.
Is he good?
Yes, he is healed with a 5.
Okay. And the last thing to go would be the birds. There are 3 of them now, plus 1 against them, so they need 4s or better, right? 10, 6, 10. They're flapping around him, but he's keeping them at bay. So we go top of the order. Mia, got a swordman on you. He's got a 2DT, so you know. I'm sorry, a 3DT. He's a
3DT.
No, I'm sorry, a 2. He's just a guard.
Okay, I need 7 or less of them.
Yep.
With a 6, so I got him. Ouch. 16, 19 points.
Killed him. Down he goes, and another swordsman takes his place.
Grok has to wait.
Hold it. Grok waits at 8. Bink at 6. I'm sorry, Locke gets to go. He can jump a bird.
Yeah, he's going to try and attack one. And he gets a 4, which will hit.
All right.
And the crit is a 9.
Yikes.
2d10 and stun 1d5 rounds.
Yeah, 2d10 and stun. Yeah, 1d5. It's
So
gonna be dead.
3d10 plus 1 here. 9.
That's pretty good for memory.
2 is
Right.
11. And 9 more is 21 points.
Hey, you
Oh,
cut
you
that
did-
bird. Cut that
Did
bird
croc
down.
level damage.
That was slash down it goes.
You guys are just playing Raven baseball out there.
And then it is theirs. You hear from behind. Now, and the ceiling above you collapses, hitting everyone that's inside that area.
Lovely.
That's pretty evil.
So
Can we get a physical save?
Well, you're caught in that area. You can't. There's nowhere you can move.
So it's getting them too.
No, I mean they are holding a line. They know right where it is, so they're making sure that you couldn't get there. That's what they did.
Basically, we're taking damage.
Yeah, they had a rock trap ready for you, and since they were able to continue to hold the line, they were good. Grok, you take 14 points.
That's 2 wounds.
Mia, you take, jeez.
Grok, are you considering your wound threshold is going up by 1?
Yeah,
Still,
even with
still
that,
take
that's
2?
still, yeah.
You
There's
take
no way
28.
that's 2
No,
wounds.
no, that I just took 1 wound, but that put me at 2.
28?
I had 1.
28.
Holy shit.
You
All
can
right.
see a rock just crushes Mia. She was right at the front.
So she'll take 2 wounds. Because 10, 20, 2 wounds.
Yeah.
So that puts her at 3 wounds.
And Bink,
Dang.
he takes 19 points.
Yeah, that's
Nice little trap.
2 wounds.
And Darn, you're in there as well, aren't you?
I right pressed up against the orc.
Not close enough, evidently, because you take 21 points.
Ow.
That's 2 wounds.
Jeez.
And then it is the birds, and then top of the order. So 1 bird on each of you. This one will go for Locke, missed, and this one will go for Siren. Now that it doesn't get a bonus, it missed by 1. So you guys spend those off as there's a massive collapse behind you. Jeez.
You turn around, we're all under rock.
Bleeding. Well, I would say that a bunch of dust comes out, but most of it's mud from the rain above it. Comes down on you. And then it is first person is Mia. You need to make a physical save or you're trapped under the rubble. And how many points did you take?
I've got 3 wounds, so I'm -1.
Well, you took 2, right?
Yes.
28. So if you take 20, so you're at -2 to your physical save.
-2. Okay. So my.
Well, actually, you're -2 plus your wounds. So you're actually -3.
-3. Okay.
Yeah.
So I need a 5 or less. Otherwise, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
5. Right on.
Okay. And so you're able to have got yourself up against that wall enough that you can still fend yourself with your sword. We'll go Grok. You need to make a physical save. You took how many points, Grok?
14.
So you're at -1 unless you've got a wound.
I've got 2 wounds, so I'm at
-2.
-2
-2 overall.
So I need a 7 or less because my physical save is a 9. And I got a 2, so that'll easily do it.
You're good. Bink.
Bink has 1 wound and he took 2. So is he at -2?
You took 19 points or 20 something.
21 or something.
19.
19 is only +1. Yeah. So you're at, how many wounds do you have? 1?
2. So I'm -2.
-3 overall. 2. I'm sorry, 2 overall. You're right. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. 4. I'm good.
Okay. And Darn.
You're starting to do some Brit math there, Scott.
Did
I'm
Gronk
thinking
pass
2
his save?
wounds is 2 points.
Did
Your
Gronk
what?
pass his save?
No, Grok made his save.
Everyone made their
I
saves.
get any kind of a bonus because I'm pressed right up against Gronk, who made a save? I'm fishing here.
Well, how many points? You took a ton of damage, didn't you?
Yeah, I took more than 17, but less than 25.
Okay, so and how many wounds do you have?
2.
Yeah, you should be at you're normally at you should be at -4, but I'll give you -3 if you were trying to say you're shielded by Grok. So you're -3 to your physical save.
Not trying to say it.
No,
I am
it'd be
saying it.
He would be at -3,
No,
and then
doesn't
that would
matter,
drop to
7.
-2, right?
No, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
I keep adding the wounds as full. So yeah, you're right. -2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nope, fail.
Okay. Oh, the dwarf is crushed into the rocks. Oh, it's holding him down.
No time for a stone nap, Master Dwarf.
So top of the order, Mia.
All right.
She's at 3 wounds, bleeding heavily.
Yeah.
The swordsman smiles at you. Did you like our greeting, miss?
About as much as you're going to like this. That's a 3, so that'll hit. Oh, yeah. There's a 8, 9, 17, 20 points.
Ouch.
You gut him. He falls over. And then it is Grok's. I think you get an attack this round.
Yes, he does.
You got 1 spearman left on you.
That'll be an 8, which will hit since he's a spearman and has no.
Yeah,
7, 9, that's 16. 5 is 21 plus 3, 24 points.
He gone.
Oh.
And Bink at 6. You got a swordman on you.
I got a swords guy I made. Does he have a DT?
2.
Okay. 4 still does it.
Okay.
13 points.
You drop him.
Good deal.
So only 2 guys with swords left, but you've got another guy comes in. You can see he's got a long sword versus their lesser looking broadswords. He shoves in, and you can see he's got a shield. You'll not pass.
He's the guy calling the shots.
And then, so that's your guys's outside lock. You get to go.
Okay, I will attack one of the birds. I'm going to push this attack.
Okay.
So I got a 3 that should
Hits.
hit. And I do
2d10 plus
7.
1.
And 7, 14 plus 1, 15 points.
Okay, you killed yours, and Siren finished the one again. So all the birds are down from the outside now. And
Siren could probably move up and start bowing, couldn't he?
I could. Well, yeah, if I wanted to try to move into that room. Darn.
Can I squeeze out from under this rock?
You're trapped. You have to make another physical save. As you're trying to push it off of you.
Nope, failed by 1.
It crushes you back into spot. So Mia already attacked. She killed 1. Those guys come in. So they still get their attacks. So Mia, you've got the guy with a long sword on you. Oops. Come on now. And he hits.
Could kill Mia.
Slashes Mia for 13 points.
That's 1 wound, but that still puts her down.
She collapses.
She only has 3 wounds, so that puts her at
that puts you at 4 or 3.
Yeah, that puts me at 4.
Yeah, so you're bleeding out.
I can try and fade it, but I only got 4 points, so let's try.
Right, that's tough. But he puts her down.
Rock would do it for you, but he's only got 3.
That's all 4. I got 4.
Locke will try and fade it. He's got 12.
I think Joe rolled it.
No, Joe did it.
I rolled
Joe
it.
did it?
I'm
okay.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I made it, but I have no fate.
Okay. Then we've got, so you're still up. That was the guy with the sword. You got 2 guys with broadswords, 1 against Grok and 1 against Bink. The guy against Grok hit him. No, I'm sorry, Grok. You've got a 4 DT.
Yes.
Yeah, so he needs a 2. He got a 3, so he missed. And against Bink, same thing. I need a 2. 6. You guys are able to block them back. And then you hear from the back as well. Fire! Crossbows go off again.
Yay.
So 2 on Grok. 1
Gonna
hit.
have fun killing these guys.
And you take 11. Don't know if that gets you or not. But,
Just enough.
uh,
If it'd been 1 point less, it wouldn't have done nothing to me.
once again, Mia got her.
Well, she's gonna go down.
And she takes 14.
Oh, yep, she's down.
And one against Bink. Missed. God, I can't hit Bink with those goddamn crossbows. They come firing through again.
It's because he's
Dwarf is
small.
stuck.
SML.
Top of the order is Mia. Mia, you can last a number of rounds equal to your physical score. So
10. Oh, physical save is 8.
no, physical attribute.
That's okay. 10.
Right. So you've got 10 rounds, and every round it's your action. You get to roll a D10. If you roll a 1, you stabilize.
I can't make that up. I don't know if I can.
All right, you stabilize, but you're out. Okay, so you're down. And next person to go, Grok, you don't have an attack this round.
All right.
Locke, you're still outside. You can hear battle raging on the interior.
I will run inside, I guess.
Get me out from under this rock.
Can I dig the dwarf out?
Yeah, you can try. You can rush in and try to get some. So you need to make a physical save. You need to make a physical save. What was the dwarf's overall total was what? -3?
Yes, I think.
So -3 or -2. -2, Mark. I think it might have been
So
-2.
I need a 7 or less. And I got an 8. I can't quite dig him out this turn.
He's shoving it. They can't get him out. I cannot.
You hear him under there.
So
The rocks are too heavy.
Siren, you can see he leans in and he's going to fire an arrow and try to hit one of the guys with the broadsword. Now I'll hit the guy that hit drop Mia. And I missed him with a 9. God damn it.
Are you sure you know how to use that bow?
Right? I'm not doing it. The rain must be affecting me.
Your fletchings are wet.
So Bink is the last person to go before they go. You have a guy with a broadsword on you.
Okay, I took out a guy with a broadsword already. I still got another broadsword on me?
There are 5 broadswords. Yeah.
Okay.
So now there are 2 broadswords left and 1 longsword.
1.
And you
dice.
Still heard the guy that somebody's still calling for the crossbowman on the interior.
Oh, no crit, but I got a 1.
Okay.
12 points.
Killed him. Down he goes, and another guy with a longsword takes his place. You'll pay for that. So we'll go 2 longswords on Bink and 1 broadsword on Grok. Missed Grok and the 2 on Bink. Hey, one of them hit and did 15 points.
Damn, that's 3 wounds for me.
As they're trying to push you back out the door. And then there's none of that left. So darn, the last person to go, basically.
All right, let's try to get out from under this rock. It's a very heavy rock.
Him and the halfling are both straining on it.
You're struggling with it. Like, it's too big. They've caught you. I'm sorry, friend. You can see the halfling leaves you there to die.
Here's a dagger in case you wish to end your own life.
So, Mia's out. Grok, I think you have an attack this round, so you're good.
Yes, I do. All right. So Grok got a 7, which will hit if his DT is 2.
It is 2, yeah. Well, his DT is 2. You're not wounded at all, Grok?
Oh, yeah, I am. So I missed.
Clang. You're weakening.
I
you're
forgot
wearing
about-
down.
Yeah.
Clang. Ugh. That two-handed sword's getting heavier by the swing. The next person to go is Siren. He fires another arrow at the guy, and now attacking Bink. 1. There we go. 2. There we go.
Get him.
Make up for my misses. A 2. So I had +2 damage. 14 points against the sergeant. Still killed him.
Nice.
Drops him. Then we go Scrock. Locke. You can try to free the dwarf.
And I will. And I got a 3 this time, so I freed him.
Ah.
Ah. Ah.
The dwarf,
Oh, my back.
You go at 7, dwarf, so you can still do something if you want to.
I do.
And then Bink goes.
Now,
and
I
they
think
go.
I
If
threw
I
mine out.
cast a medium heal at range, that costs 4 points and heals everything within 20 feet.
You have to target it.
Can I
one
not
per
just cast
target.
it in a range?
Or are you talking
Well,
about
it'd
the
be
scroll?
2, and then another
Not the
1
scroll.
for ranged, right? So that'd be 3.
No,
And then
it's
how
2. It's doubled for area effect.
Okay, so
Yes.
4.
Can I cast it with an area? Yeah, 4 points with
And
an
then
area.
it costs, well,
One per person.
1 per person. So
1 per person. You have to do it 1 per person, yeah,
Gotcha.
because you're in combat.
All
So I could do it, but then I would probably say that a couple of these idiots wake up. You know, that kind of dumbass stuff. If you just do it in an area effect.
All right. So Mia needs
You're
it.
trying-
Gronk needs it. And
Yeah, you
Bing
don't have to
needs
hit
it as
everybody.
well.
Obviously, that's the nice part about it. Not everybody's hurt. So
Bink needs
So
it.
we have three people that really need it, and myself.
So
Yeah.
I cost
So
you
4.
7, 8.
So that'd be 8.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So you have to roll, but you're wounded, right?
Yes. So a minus
you're-
1 or 2.
minus 1.
Well, you got 2 wounds, so you're -1 overall.
Minus
So you
1.
need 8s or better, but you roll 4 times. So who do you want to go first on?
I will go with myself first.
Okay.
That is a 9. It didn't do it.
Okay.
I will go with Mia next.
Okay.
3, so she gets 2 back.
All right.
Gronk,
Okay.
2, he gets 2 back.
All right.
Okay.
And Bink,
And Bing.
2, he gets 2 back.
Nice.
Okay. So then it is Binks.
And there's just one more sword guy on me, right?
Yeah, but you can see a guy with an axe is moving in as
My
well.
God, how many lines they got?
Let's
The
go.
whole freaking brigade.
God.
He's probably the captain.
All right, so but I still got the sword guy on me.
Yeah.
Hit with a 6.
All right. Well, he's got the guy with the swords.
It's got 2 DT.
They have 3 DT for the
So I
long
still hit. I still hit.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
because you're no longer wounded. Yeah.
Right.
We really need Murph here playing a mage.
Or you needed Simon here playing a mage.
Yeah.
13 points.
Oh, was
How many-
Simon going to play a mage?
Yeah, he was going to play the mage, but his power's out. Okay.
13
15
points.
points? How many?
13. 13.
13. Killed him. Just right on. Nice shot. You haven't rolled anything. What are you, +4 or +5 now?
+5.
Right, because you've rolled a 13, 13, 14. So you're what, 9, 9, 8, something like that
Mm-hmm.
on your damages?
9
Those
this
are
round.
good. Let's see. So Gronk still has a guy on him. He's still got a guy, and you can see another axeman coming in. Hold the line. So there you go. So the guy on Gronk, he's still a broadswordman. Missed. And Mia, you're getting up, right?
Yes.
So one will go against you, and one will go against Bink. The one on Bink Missed. One on Mia. Hit with his axe. Boom. And hits you for 15 points.
So 1 wound. I'm at 3.
Knocks you back a step. No prayers are enough for you. And then you hear from the interior, fire.
I already had 2.
You got healed.
I was at 4.
Yeah, it was at
you
4.
were 4.
Right. And Grok, double hits.
Dang.
First one doing 11.
Yeah.
Second one doing 18.
That's another win. That put me back up to 3 wins.
And Bink missed. God damn it. And Miss Mia. 7 and a 9. Those things going. Don't you love the boss moment? Aren't they your favorite? And then it's back to the top of the order, Mia.
Axe guy.
Comes forward against him.
There's a 1.
He's got a DT of 4. And you're
I got a
wounded.
1.
Okay.
I chased it with a 3. Is that a
you know that's a hit, Joe. Don't be giving me that goofiness.
I thought it was 1 or 2.
You've been playing this 2 years. You know that's a good call.
So okay, so that's a interesting. With a 4 for the critical.
Plus 1d10 damage.
Okay. So that's 14, 17, or 14, 16 plus 3, 19 points.
Killed him. Drops him. And how many are there? 4? You can see a guy with a dagger comes in. Get up there. But boss, they're killing us. Just do it. The next person to go is Grok. Do you have an attack this round or are you out? I think you're out this round.
I am out. I am going to put up my 2-handed sword though and pull out my mace.
You still can't do that on an action where you're coming off of a heavy.
Okay.
Almost like a push. You took so much
It's like
strength.
a push. You can't do another action that next round. That's what heavy takes away from you. But next round you could do it or you could attack. It's up to you. But just keep that in mind. Locke, you're free to do whatever you want to here. There's a guy with a dagger that just moved up into the line, but you don't have to move up on him if you don't want to. Or you could stay where you are.
Well, how could I move up on the line? There's 3 people already up there. So
true enough. Yeah. You'd have to do an acrobatics or something to try to get past them.
Which
You probably don't want to do.
Have athletics, but
is it worth it to get into that darkness? I guess is the question. You don't know what's back there.
Yeah, I don't.
You know they're crossbowmen and a guy screaming at him. At least.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Crap! I guess I'm not going to do anything this turn.
Okay. Then it goes to Grok's out. Then it goes to Siren. He's going to fire on the on an axeman.
Like I said, we really needed Murph with a mage.
He'd be getting some burn wounds on him.
Yeah, he'd be frying those crossbowmen.
That's
you know that as well as I do. He would be frying them crossbowmen.
So he wounds one, but doesn't drop the axeman. Darn.
Let's try and heal one of my wounds up with a light wound.
Okay.
I don't have
still -1. They need a 8 or better.
-1. I still make it.
Yeah, you're good. So you get 1 wound back, which means you're no longer at a negative, thankfully, for your next roll if you want to. And that means it is Binks and then theirs.
Is the axe guy on me been hurt?
Yes, he's got an arrow in him.
I have been rolling extremely well, so I'm going to push this round.
Okay.
6, 10. No. Because you said he has 4 DT, right?
Yep.
Or 3.
4 for the axeman.
Yeah. So I missed.
Heavier armor. Clang. Shoves you back. Out of my way, gnome. Then it is theirs. So Axeman against Bink. Missed. Broadsword against Grok. 3 misses by 1. And the dagger guy on Mia. 10. They got nothing this round. No crossbows because they fired last round. So back to the top of the order, Mia.
She'll attempt, whether she can or not. Still only -1. I got a 2. So I still beat it. It's a 6 and an 8, so 14, 17 points.
Kill the dagger guy. Ugh. You slash him out of the way. You can see he has a quiver on his back with arrows. Falls over.
Oh, he was one of the
and
boss back there.
Grok, it's yours. You can switch out your weapon now, or you can take a shot with that greatsword.
Can I reach the guy on Bink?
Yeah.
So rather than I'm not gonna attack the one that's on me, I'm gonna attack the one on Bink and
All right, you can with that greatsword. You sure?
Yeah.
You guys are in a close quarters.
That's a 5 that will hit no matter
All
what,
right.
because that'll hit it even if he's got a 4 DT.
Well, you're
And-
hurt.
Yeah, you're right. I missed.
That's what I thought. Clang! That sword's getting heavy.
It's painful.
And then it goes Locke, who is not doing anything. Siren. He'll fire at the guy on Bink. 1, 9, no crit. But does 20 points. Right in the throat. Oh, he goes down. Leaving just a broadsword, and 2 guys with daggers have now moved into that position, but they don't look too happy about it. Bink. I'm sorry, Darn, and then Bink.
How many wounds is Mia down?
3.
All right, let's do the last of my CCV and cast a medium heal on her.
9 or better.
An 8. 2 points back.
You're lucky you got that
You healed first. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Mia, you got 2 back.
Yep.
So you praised Morden over you, and now it's Binks.
So what can Bink see?
You can see 2 guys with daggers or a guy with a broadsword that's getting ready to give Grok a hit in the flank.
Wait, I'm confused. What about all the crossbowmen?
You don't see them. I mean, they're still holding the line. You haven't moved past them.
They're still in the dark.
Yeah. And now they're getting ready to fire.
And the broadsword is on who?
Grok. But he just
Grok. And Grok turned to the side on him, so he's going to get a +1 to hit him. But
then I'll take the broadsword guy.
All right. Yeah.
What's his DT? I got a 7.
Oh, you pushed last
You
round. You
pushed
don't get
last
to do
round,
anything.
dude.
Oh,
That's true. Yeah, you're out. So it is theirs. So dagger guys, or the guy. We'll do the guy on Grok first. +1. Hey, he hit. Slashes Grok for 12.
It's another one.
And the daggerman 2 hit Mia, but only does 7 points.
Nothing.
Probably nothing. And the guy on Bink, unless I get a crit. Nope, didn't hit anyway. And that's all of theirs. So back to the top of the order, Mia.
I've got
I got the
one
dagger
on
on you.
All right, so I'm I'm even again. So got a 4 to hit him for 13, 16 points.
Killed him. All right. Siren, he's going to fire on the broadsword guy. Hit with a 4. And I did a massive 5 points, which is nothing. A 2 and a 1. God dang. So Grok's out because he used a great sword. Locke, still nothing.
Nope.
And Actually, Locke, there is an opening. You could move into the darkness if you wanted to.
Slip in there.
Could I stealth in there or no?
You do, but you're going to get a negative because you're coming out of light into nothing. But there
That's
is a
fine.
battle forming around you, so you're going to be at. I'm going to put you at -4.
So I need a 5 or less.
Yeah, 50-50.
And I got a 4, so that doesn't.
All right, you slide past them because you're small and dark. Light to dark. Your eyes adjusting. On the inside, you can see that there's a guy with a bow standing next to a guy with a long sword that's out and armor on, and you can see there are 4 crossbowmen here as well. The guy with the long sword looks like he's taking a step back toward a door. He's thinking, maybe I'll just ease my way out.
I may just need to get out of here.
And so that's you at 8. Then comes Darn at 7.
Can I make it to the crossbowman?
You can't even see him at this point, but you could move past this line into the darkness.
Who's left on the line?
There's 1 daggerman and 1 broadswordman.
Either wounded?
Neither one is wounded.
All right. I'll move up to the one with the broadsword.
All right. Swings his staff at him. Take this.
All right, let's see. A 5, a hit. Well, maybe not. 6.
They have a 3D. They have a 3DT. They got the broadsword.
Nope.
He blocks it away. Sends you back a step. Then it is Bink, and then theirs. You engage the guy with the longsword, so now you and the dwarf are on him. Well, and I guess Grok, but he moved to the side to kill
the guy with the broadsword.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try that. Just a regular hit. 1, 3. Actual crit. I don't think I've crit with him before. A 6. I don't know what that is.
Plus 1d10 and stunned 1 round.
Okay. That's plus 5. Wow. 17, 22. Yeah, 23.
He's done. You sweep his neck. It goes in a sickening crack, leaving only a guy with a dagger left.
Well done, gnome. Well done.
I do the Steven Seagal.
And he's not necessarily engaged. Mia, what did Mia just do? Did you even go, Mia?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you should have gone at the top. So only a guy with a dagger on you, Mia, is the last one.
Okay. I rolled a 7, so I don't know what kind of DTs they have.
These guys have nothing.
Okay, so that hit.
Archers.
For 15, 18 points.
Okay, so you go through and then you hear fire.
Lovely.
Crossbows go off. They're really trying to take down Grok, and they got him with a 1 and a 2. The 1 is not confirmed. It's a 7. But your crossbow, you take 11 and 14.
Oh, that killed me.
Did they kill you?
Yeah, that literally killed me.
You got any faded points?
I got 3.
Oh God, that's not good.
No. Yeah, I got 3. Locke's got 12. I'll have him spend.
Okay.
He spent 3. So he's at 9 now.
Okay. And so you take off one of those, whichever was the biggest.
Which drops me, but it doesn't kill me.
And 1 on Mia. I'm sorry, it got you because it's a crossbow. And he does 11. Not sure if that hits.
Yep.
And remember, Mark, you had the wound threshold ward on too, just in case.
I have it written down. Trust me, I know exactly.
Okay. And Bink. Yay, finally hit Bink. For 12.
Yep, that's a wound.
These goggles, they do nothing.
And then it is the guy with the sword. He backs into a room, as does the archer that's with him. They both dive into a room. And then it is
Locks.
well, it's Mia's first, but she has to come into the light. So anybody that's coming in, or actually you have to go into the darkness. Anybody that goes into darkness takes them around for their eyes to adjust. So the only person that gets to attack this round is Locke. You can see there are four crossbow.
Doesn't Mia have a glowing sword?
Only if there's lycanthrope.
I mean, yeah, it is magical, but it's not glowing heavily.
Only does that around lycanthropes, yeah.
Right. So even in that standpoint, it's a faint glow just to show that it's magic. It doesn't like illuminate a 10-foot area or anything like that. So
all right,
not really, not enough to adjust from the bright light that they had here to the dark. So that leaves the only person that could attack is Locke, but you are currently hidden, so you could attack one.
Right, I'm gonna attack one across with him from,
and they're reloading.
And I got a 5, which should hit.
It does.
And the crit is a 2.
That is only plus
2 damage.
So I do 1d10 plus 3. I do 7 plus 3, 10 points.
And he has a 5, so 6. He's one. Oh, but he's only got 1 wound, so he's dead.
Oh, stick it.
And they look around. What the?
Oh shit!
And everyone else during that round had moved into the darkness. So on the next round, they are reloaded, but they don't go till after you. So the first person to attack is Mia.
Okay. -1 now. And I rolled a 9, so I miss.
Okay.
Rock will try and stabilize. No, with an 8.
Okay. Then goes Locke again. I'm sorry, Siren and then Locke. Siren will fire at one of them. 7 hits. They have no DT. Killed one. Then it is Locke's.
I charge the next one on the line. 2, stick him. And do 8 plus 1, 9 points.
Killed him. And then it is Darns.
1 left.
Yeah. No DT.
10.
Bink.
I triple my way up.
I'm gonna
Trips over another large
fly
rock.
over the guys that are dropping and try to kick this last guy in the face.
All right.
I end up -1, but I got a 1.
Another one.
No crit. So this plus 5. 9 again, so 14.
All right, he's dead.
Who's got the?
You can see that you're here, and then there is a door that they've slipped into.
Who's got the potions? Because we need to get Grok back up.
Well,
yeah, he's down.
Because they were on Bitsy.
And I'm out of CCV.
The first thing I want to do is go over to that door where they went into and pull out my hammer and iron spikes and spike the door so they don't come back through.
Nobody has healing though, do they?
Not the skill.
We got potions somewhere.
Right. Bitsy had them, but she wouldn't have taken them. So we assume that they would have gone to, I don't know, Siren.
Can we try a naked attribute check with mental?
For what? Hammering in the door?
No.
For heal?
Yes.
Yeah, you could try it, but we do have potions. I'm just wondering if somebody, because while you're doing that, somebody could give him the potion, is all I'm saying.
If Siren has them, I can grab one.
We've just entered into this domain, and we've already taken quite a thrashing. Do we want to use our potions now, or do we want to collect the armor and weapons on these felled opponents and go back and rest for a day and return?
They'll just have reset the trap then and have more spent. So yeah, we're better off.
And 1 day's not going to save us because you'll have to get your points back, re-heal everybody. So you're looking more like 2 days.
Even if we wait 2 days. If they had more men, they would have put them down here with us. I'm just saying that we spent quite a bit of coin on these potions. Should we use them now when we're at the very door to this tower?
The greedy dwarf as the barbarian dies. He's losing a point.
Regardless, we got to get him up. So does anybody have heal? Because if they fail their heal check, he could actually kill him.
Oh,
right. And nobody has heal, so we're gonna have to use one potion on him at least to get him awake.
A light to get him awake.
Very well then.
And then I say we friggin' fortify ourselves here.
Even with those guys in the, you know that somebody was here.
Right, but they went through the door that he just spiked.
Right. You check out the rest of the area, and there's another door
on the other side there.
They didn't go up the steps.
The steps just lead to a crumbling area. There's nothing up there, obviously.
Okay.
They just see those arrow slits. That's where they're firing at you at the wall from the stairs. But there's no second level.
I think we ought to get Grok up, maybe stay the night, then try and get that door open.
Well, let's check that other door before we do anything else.
Well, we got to get Grok up, period. So
yeah, we're giving him a light to get him up.
All right. So you give him a light.
Okay.
So he can stand.
Puts me at 4 wounds. Did we have light? I didn't think
I was going to say, did we have
any
lights?
I thought all we had were mediums.
No, we have I thought we had a couple light potions just in case.
Brent's got the list. Like where is it, Brent?
I thought we had 4 lights and 2 mediums.
Yeah, let me find it.
Because we actually had to pay for the lights.
We had 1 medium scroll healing.
Yeah, but that was an area effect.
But then individuals have the potions.
I have 2 lights, 2 mediums, and 1 media area.
There you go.
That's what it was.
You've got to use 1 light to get him up.
All right.
Unless you're checking that last door. But you check the other door that they didn't go into. This place looks like a quarters, perhaps of the 2 lieutenants and the sergeants. In addition to 5 rough beds, the room contains a round table, 3 stools, a chest of drawers with a lantern atop, and a padlocked iron oak chest.
Well, does Lockman take a chance at it?
Yeah, he'll.
Or you could go search the guys outside.
Yeah.
Your choice.
Well, we could split up and do it too.
I assume someone's watching that door that he spiked shut.
Yeah.
I'll stand by the door.
All right.
Mio,
you do not hear anything coming from that door.
Mio will stay with the door.
With your awareness.
Mark makes an awareness check and gets an 8.
Oh, on the bodies?
For the chest or for the chest? You don't see any traps.
Okay, I'll make a
criminal
roll to pick it, and I got a 7, so I got a 9. So even at -2,
it's light, so it's -1. But you made it with a 7. You can see inside it. There is a potion. In a sack with has 300 electrum pieces in it, a fine jeweled dagger, and 4 bolts of silk weighing 6 pounds each. You can make a praise on the dagger or the silk if you want to.
How many pounds each?
6.
Okay, so 20 pounds.
Yeah, of silk.
24 pounds.
No, 24 pounds.
Right. When Siren is moving around the chamber, his sword, when he gets close to the door that's been spiked, starts to glow.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
And that's lycanthropes too, isn't it?
No, his is
Both
bitter
of them are
moon.
lycanthropes. Yeah.
They both are.
Yeah. But when you go over, yours does not glow. Bane silver does not glow.
Really?
Truly.
So we don't even really know what Siren's does yet.
Not the full length of it.
There's only one person here that knows what it does. That's because he made the item. Hopefully he remembers what it does.
Check the bodies out here, make sure they don't have anything.
Let's see.
As they're going through the chests in the room.
Right. Among them, they have 47 silver pieces in total, but other than that, nothing else. Did you make an appraise on that, Brent?
Yeah,
that
was Bitsy.
Try.
Was it Bitsy that could do appraise, or was it Bink?
No, it's Bitsy. It's not Bink.
Okay, well, the dwarf can. He's got gems and stuff like that. He can do a.
Hopefully, she's
I
trained
don't
you
have
well.
that anymore. I traded the hobby out for a dwarven lore.
Great. So now we had 2 appraisers. Now we got nothing. That's hilarious.
But he can check
All
out
right.
the potion.
Yes, he can do it. So make an awareness on the potion. You're +2 to your awareness because it's magic.
Yes. 3 to a 1.
Okay. You would say it's a potion of medium healing.
That's
Okay.
I would say give it to Grok since he's freaking 4 wounds.
And the real question becomes, do you open this door and just find out why this is glowing and you hear nothing from it? Or do you guys...
Could I make an awareness on the door?
Sure.
I think I know what it is.
That's going to be a 5, and I have a 9 awareness.
It's a non-trapped wooden door that's now been pinioned shut with spikes.
Okay. Well then, I don't know.
But he took 1 archer in with him, so they could be sitting in the back corner.
Either way, I think we're safe here. We've nailed the door shut. We can close the front door. It's probably 9 o'clock by this point.
Right, but you've also allowed 2 people that you don't know anything about to be in a room, and you guys just assaulted a tower here. So I guess the question is, do you trust that nothing else will show up during the course of the night?
But what do you think, guys think? Give Grok that cure medium we just found.
Yeah.
Since we're not out anything anyway.
Bring me down to 2 wounds.
Same place me is. So. And then
open the door?
And open the door.
Do we need to vote on it? Because I don't think the dwarf wants to do that, but I'm just up to other people. So
no, if we've used the potion, then I would feel better sleeping at night with this room cleared than with enemies behind the door.
All right. You can see here is a private chamber when you open it up. A comfortable bed heaped with quilts and pillows, a table with 2 chairs, a small desk, a stool, a chest of drawers, and a padlocked iron box. On the table are a few pewter dishes, a bottle full of what you would think is some kind of alcohol, maybe brandy, and some slightly wrinkled apples.
Must be a door in here somewhere.
Can I guess what the glowing of the sword does?
You can see when he moves through the room, you can see the sword glows brighter when he gets to a floor plate.
Yeah, detect secret doors.
Yeah, underneath the rug in the room.
That's a handy sword.
Bink's going to pick up the bottle of brandy and give it a sniff.
It smells like a fine brandy. You guys going to check out the rest of the, anything else in the room? Remember, there's the lock box if you want to look.
Yeah, we got a big iron box.
Yeah. Mark, are you going to check that out?
Do you want me to awareness it then, and then?
Yeah, awareness it. If you always look, I assume you're awarenessing because you seem to be intent on checking for traps.
2.
So. Okay, there it's trapped. Poison needle.
So I need to make a criminal roll to disable it.
Yep.
Right.
-1.
So I need an 8 or less. I got a 7.
Okay.
And then is it locked or no?
It is locked. Yeah.
So I need to make another. That's a 2. That will easily pick the lock.
So inside there are 384 copper pieces, 556 silver pieces, 300 electrum pieces, 277 gold, and a 91 platinum pieces.
Wow.
We're going to need another donkey.
Let's spin the treasure.
Yeah, the donkey's still outside unless it's been ripped apart by giant ravens.
Yeah. Go out, there's pieces.
Thank God you killed the rest of them out there with Cyril and Locke did. There inside there's the chest of dwarves drawers that you see conceals a short sword with a topaz pommel. You don't know how much it would be worth, but it's obviously worth something. And a suit and hooded cloak of brown velvet trimmed with fur that is quite fine. And then, of course, there's the flagstone that you could maneuver up if you wish to.
I think the dwarves earned a drink.
Indeed. Pass that over here. Quickly.
Who's drinking the brandy? Glug, glug.
No,
I'll pass it over after I've taken a big glug.
Oh, great. The gnome and the dwarf are going to be smashed.
They're smashed.
I say we stack as much of this furniture on.
Yeah, I say we camp here for the night, pin that door shut, and then camp.
Only thing more fun to hang out with a gnome is a drunk gnome.
Well, I guess, okay, I'm going to go to the same question for you. If you know this is some kind of a tunnel,
or
even if you sit on top of it, you don't know where this person went. And you've got this entire tower in a corrupted area. So I guess my question is, as long as somebody gets away from you, the area that you're in is going to be compromised. That's what Siren keeps saying. Look, we've got two people out there.
What,
we don't
what
know
do you suggest we do then?
Yeah, we don't really have a choice. I mean, we've been going all day long. It's 9 and 10 o'clock at night.
We can leave and go back to Hommlet, or we can check to see what's in, what's underneath this flag.
We cannot press forward. So if we do not stay here, then we must turn back, which I'm not opposed to doing. We have a load of treasure. We can always come back in another day.
We could check the door, see what it is, or what it leads to.
Everyone bears wounds, and I have no more ability to restore people. Even I and Moradin have limits.
Do we take a look, just open it, see where it goes or what it is, and then if it goes someplace, we'll just go home. That kind of thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's like a spiral stair down or something.
Right. You can see, you open it up. You can see bronze rungs do go down. They go down into a room, and you can see in the room itself. There is
a sign that says drink this and be healed of all wounds. Yay.
No, but there is a another down there. There's another locked bronze coffer and a locked iron box, and probably a tunnel of some type, but that's what you see. Probably too big to carry, you would say, those two items. If there was anything else down there, they might have been taken. And if this is some kind of escape tunnel, you don't know, but whatever.
Awareness on the two items.
You can go down, if you want to go down and look, you can do awareness. Do you go down the 30 feet and check, or do we just close it and go on?
What's the word, boys?
Let's lower the halfling down on a rope.
All right, you can go down.
If
you can
Locke
see
wants
that
to go down, I'll go down
here.
and watch.
There is some kind of tunnel here that moves off. You can make awarenesses on both of these items, though.
Okay.
I'll go down and cover him.
An 8, which makes it on the first one.
Okay.
And a 3, which makes it on the second.
You can see neither one of them are trapped, nor are they locked.
Oh.
They probably grabbed what was here and took off.
You can see that there's a small table here and a place for a cloak. Those things are gone. You can see about 10 feet down the corridor is the archer, dead. And other than that, you can you can look inside the boxes if you choose.
Yeah, let's look in.
In the bronze coffer, you can see it has 5 potions in it. And in the iron box, there's another 800 gold pieces and 200 electrum pieces. The dwarf would have to make awareness checks on each to see what the potions are if he chooses to.
5 checks.
+2 on each.
All right. Darn. The first one. Yes. A 2.
It's a potion of speed. That gives you 2 attacks around.
Or it would give me an attack every round, right?
Yes, it would.
The next one.
Another potion of speed.
So yes, on the second one.
Second potion of speed.
All right. The third potion. 6 to a 4.
That's the third potion of speed.
Okay. Next one is a 6 to a 4.
That's medium healing.
And the last one is a 5 to a 3.
Water breathing.
So 3 speed, 1 heal, and water breathing.
1 water breathing.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say we see a dead archer, he's just like laying on the floor?
Yeah. Captain cacting.
You can see he's got a wound in his back.
Put him ahead and then killed him so he could take all the treasure for himself.
He didn't take any, though.
Yeah, he left it all.
You don't know what he took.
We don't know what he took. There's probably a magic item or something there that
he took. I promise you there was other stuff here, but he couldn't carry it all.
But it's just one man. He's probably moving slower if he's burdened.
Well, he didn't take the gold. So he might have taken items, but not, you know what I'm saying? He didn't take anything that would weigh him down.
And he knows where he's going, so.
You don't know where this tunnel goes, but it does go southwest, which is the opposite of the way you came in to the tower. So now is your choice. Do you you don't know where he's gone or what's going on there, but you could definitely move back up here, go get your mule, put your coin on it, and try to head back. And be back at Hommlet sometime in the early dawn, 4 in the morning. You don't know. Sometime around there.
Or we could stop at the well house.
Well, the moat house was flooded out.
Flooded. We couldn't get to it.
Well, I'm going to start water breathing and start
Yeah, I think that's what we do.
Head back to Hamlet.
Hamlet. All right.
Spend all of our money on potions.
Right, you could get more potions, that's for sure.
Because we're going to be gone for 2 days, because if we spend next day, he's going to spend all his CCV healing people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's where we'll end it for tonight on the adventure itself.